Okay, good afternoon, dear students. Uh, let's revise the Lebanon talk today. It's a poem, so let's revise this poem today. Okay, so as you can see here, the Lebanon top is the lesson that we are going to revise today. And the theme, the poem presents a vivid description of the Lebanon tree, which comes alive as the mother bird, goldfinch, arrives to feed its young ones. So, what does the Lebanon tree highlight? It highlights a vivid description. It gives a vivid description of the Lebanon tree, which comes alive as the mother bird goldfinch arrives to feed its young ones. Mother is like a pivot that feeds and supports the machinery of the family. Okay, so the importance of the goldfinch. Okay, the importance of the goldfinch uh, on the Lebanon tree has been highlighted in this poem. Okay, the importance of the goldfinch bird. As you can see here, the poet has drawn a beautiful picture of an autumn afternoon. The Lebanon tree is silent and still. Its leaves have turned yellow and some seeds have fallen. The whole tree comes to life with the arrival of the goldfinch. Okay, the whole tree comes to life with the arrival of the goldfinch. The poet has compared the alert, abrupt, and sleek movement of the goldfinch with a lizard. After feeding her young ones, the goldfinch flies away towards the infinite sky. The Lebanon tree becomes quiet and silent once again. The poet has compared the Lebanon tree with a machine which starts up at the arrival of its engine. Okay, so let's find out the thing now, stanza wise. As you can see, the Lebanon top is silent, quite still. Why the Lebanon tree top is silent? Because the goldfinch bird is not there in the tree. In the afternoon, yellow September sunlight. Okay, so it's a autumn season. How do you understand it's a autumn season? Because of the mention of the word yellow here. Okay, September sunlight. Yellow September is also an autumn season. So it is the setting of the poem is given here at the Lebanon treetop, and it is in the afternoon and on a September uh, afternoon. A few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. So few leaves have become yellow, and all the seeds have fallen because during the autumn season, the leaves from the trees normally fall down. Okay. Glossary, you can see quiet still means without any sound or movement. Yellow September here refers to autumn season, and seeds fallen means tree is in the process of shedding leaves and seeds during the autumn season. Now the key points, as you can see here, the poem is set in the autumnal month of September afternoon. Okay, the poem is set in the autumnal month of September afternoon. The top of the Lebanon tree is silent and empty in the mellowing sunlight of an autumn afternoon. The top of the Lebanon tree is silent and empty in the mellowing sunlight of an autumn afternoon. The yellowing leaves and fallen seeds indicate the autumn season. Okay. So how do you know it's autumn season? The yellowing leaves and fallen seeds indicate that the season is autumn. Okay. Now lines 4 to 5. Till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirrup, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end. Till the goldfinch comes, till the bird goldfinch arrives at the tree top, the Lebanon tree appears to be lifeless. It's very calm and very quiet. Only after the arrival of the goldfinch bird, the tree becomes full of life it becomes vibrant, it becomes so cheerful. Why? Because of the arrival of the goldfinch bird. The tree comes to life. Okay, so because the young ones of the goldfinch also comes to life because of the arrival of their mother. Okay, so there is a lot of twitching, there is a lot of games that there's a lot of merriment, there's a lot of enjoyment on the part of the young ones when they can see their mother returning back. Okay, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end. Okay, suddenly the branch end, um, you, she, the goldfinch bird, okay, becomes super excited, okay, to have come to her young ones in the nest of the tree. Therefore, you know she keeps on moving from one branch to the another. Okay, so twitching chirp means to chirp with a jerk of a body. Suddenness means happening unexpectedly at a sudden arrival. Startlement means a sudden alarm. Key points: the goldfinch arrives suddenly and abruptly and sits on the branch of a laburnum tree. It surprises and startles with its shrill notes and the quick vibration of its wings. Okay. Uh, why is the goldfinch so much excited? The goldfinch is so much excited because of the arrival of because it has come back to the tree where she has a nest, okay, into which her young ones are growing up. Okay, that is why there is extraordinary cheerfulness, extraordinary happiness in her mind. As a result, the goldfinch is making all this sound, okay, chirrups and all this. Okay, next, the then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness and machine starts up. Then what happens? Sleek as a lizard. Sleek as a lizard means very quietly, elegantly, you can say. Very like the lizard makes an elegant, smooth and elegant movement. Likewise, the gold fins also makes a smooth and elegant movement in the on the branch of the tree. Why such a smooth and elegant? Because she is becoming alert now. Why alert? Because suddenly, if she's not alert, then her young ones might become the victims of the predatory birds. Okay, that is why when the realization comes that her young ones are also there in the nest in this on this branch, laburnum tree branch, then she becomes suddenly alert and her movement also becomes as smooth and elegant like the lizard. She enters the thickness. Thickness means she enters deep into the branches. Okay, and a machine starts up. Now let's find out what is the meaning of a machine starts up. A machine starts up means like the sound of a machine, the bird starts chirping. Okay, when she enters the thickness of the tree, then she starts chirping. Okay, this chirping is out of happiness. Okay, out of happiness to the fact that she has been able to join the her young ones. Okay, who are nested, okay, who are sheltered in the nest. So key points: the poet compares the movement of the goldfinch with that of a lizard. So what kind of a figure of speech is this? This is a simile. Sleek as a lizard is a simile. Why? Because here the movement of the goldfinch has been compared to the movement, smooth and elegant movement of a lizard. Okay. The bird enters the thickness of the branch in an abrupt and alert manner, similar to the sleek movement of a lizard. Okay, so the full explanation of the line is given here in these highlighted lines. Okay, if in the exam you are asked what does the following what does the expression mean, sleek as a lizard, sleek as a lizard, uh, alert and abrupt. What does this sentence mean? Then you have to write this particular sentence. The bird enters the thickness of the branch in an abrupt and alert manner, similar to the sleek movement of a lizard. Understood? So this is how you should write the answer. Okay. Uh, Now, as you can see, mm, in the key points, there are some sentences which you can make use of as a reference to your to writing the answers. Okay, so in addition to writing the question answers, in addition to learning question answers, you can also refer to those key points, theme, and all that. Okay, for your answer. Okay, answer to many questions. Okay, now you understood, I suppose. Now you see here. So a machine starts up means what? Like the sound of a machine, the bird also starts chirping. That is why the bird has been compared to directly with a machine. So it is a metaphor. It is the example of a metaphor. A machine starts up. Like the sound of a machine, the bird also starts chirping. Okay, so now let's move on to next line number 8 and 9. Of chitterings and a tremor of wings and trillings, the whole tree trembles and thrills. The whole tree trembles and thrills. So what does it mean? Chitterings means chirping of birds. Of chitterings means of chirping of birds. Tremor means a vibratory motion. Whenever the bird, whenever her young ones join her, okay? Machine chart starts chitterings and tremor of wings and trillings, the whole tree tumbles and trills. Means, and after some time, whenever Goldfin's bird joins her young ones, whenever Goldfin's bird joins her young ones, okay, into the thickness of the branch, okay, Laburnum tree branch, then the young ones also start chirping. So that is what is the meaning of chirpings and the tremor of wings and trillings. Okay, then all these are the all sound words actually: tremor, trillings, tremble, chitterings. Okay, this the these chitterings, tremor, and trillings. These are the sound words actually. Okay, whenever the young ones of the goldfinch bird join her, then they make such sound. Okay, entire tree appears to come alive. The whole tree trembles and thrills. Why? The trembles means shakes. The whole tree shakes and with excitement. Why? Because the tree has suddenly come alive with the chirping of the goldfinch and her young ones. Okay, that is why the whole tree appears to come alive. Okay, because of the presence of the goldfinch along with her young ones. The key points, as you can see here, the goldfinch arrives suddenly and abruptly at the laburnum tree and sits on its branch. Okay, the goldfinch arrives suddenly and abruptly at the laburnum tree and sits on its branch. It surprises and startles with its shrill notes and the quick vibration of its wings. It surprises and startles with its shrill notes and the quick vibration of its wings. The whole tree awakens to the thrill and excitement created by its sweet songs. Okay, because see, there is a transformation in the mind of goldfinch. Goldfinch has become super excited now because she has joined her young ones in the thickness of the uh, a branch of the Laburnum tree. Therefore, whatever she is doing now, Golfins, okay, she appears to be doing it with full of enthusiasm. That is why, the tree seems to have come alive with the movement, with the sound that the Golfins is making, and her young ones also join her in her excitement. Okay, now Golfins is the engine of her family. It is the engine of her family. Golfins is the engine of her family. She stokes it full, then flirts out to a branch and showing her bird face identity mask. So here you can see, uh, obviously she is the engine of the family because she looks after her young ones. That is why she is the engine of her family. And she stokes it full. When she enters the thickness of the branch, then she makes the young ones excited. Okay, then flirts out to a branch end, and then she jumps into the flies to a branch end, showing her bird face identity mark. Okay, so before I explain identity mask, let us go through these sentence expressions. It is the engine of our family. Goldfinch is the engine of the bird's family. Stokes it full. Here, Goldfinch is said to be stirring up the tree to a full extent. Okay, she stokes it full means the goldfinch is said to be stirring up. Means stirring up means bringing the whole tree or making the whole tree excited. Okay, so how it is the excitement of the bird goldfinch that brings life to the tree. That is why the tree doesn't get excited. The tree is something which is not having like any expression or anything. Okay, so the tree is not excited. It is the goldfinch which makes the entire ambience excited. Okay, I mean exciting. It is the goldfinch which makes the entire ambience lively. Okay, full of life, cheerful. Therefore, she stokes it full. Okay, she with her sound, with her different kinds of sound and movements from one branch to another, she is bringing the tree alive. That is the meaning of it. Okay, Goldfinch is said to be stirring up the tree to a full extent, making life or bringing life. The goldfinch is said to be bringing life to the tree to a full extent. And then she flirts out to a branch end. Flirts out means the bird moves out jerkily to the end of a tree branch, showing her bird face identity mask. Her striped face is her mask actually. Okay, her striped face mask her identity in the midst of leaves and branches to protect her and her family from predators. Okay, because like her the color of the tree which is yellow, and her striped face, these two are matching actually. Okay, the color of the tree as well as the color of her thing face, striped face. Okay, which mask her identity because they are matching actually. So that is why her identity is to some extent masked actually. Okay, are hidden in the midst of leaves and branches to, and this helps her to protect her and her family from predators because predators are even goldfinch bird. The color of the goldfinch bird, as you can see, the color of the goldfinch bird and that of the tree is almost identical. As a result of it is working as a identity mask for her. Okay, which helps her and her family from predators. Okay, predators you might be knowing. The predators are those birds of prey. Birds of prey are called predators. Okay, so now key points, let's go through. The goldfinch is the engine of the bird's family. She stirs up the tree to a full extent. So what does the goldfinch do? The goldfinch starts up the tree to a full extent. Just like an engine sets the machine in motion, similarly the chirping and trilling of a bird sets the Laburnum alive and active. Okay, just like an engine sets the machine in motion, similarly the chirping and thrilling of the bird sets the Laburnum alive and active. Her striped face masks her identity and protects her family from predators. Then, with eerie, delicate whistle, sharp whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite, and the Lebanon subsides to empty. Then, with the eerie, delicate whistle chirrup whisperings. Okay, eerie means mysterious, and whistle chirrup and all these are the kinds of different kinds of sounds that the bird is producing. Okay, like shrill and soft rustling sound of the bird. So whistle chirrup whisperings, these are different kinds of sounds that the goldfinch bird makes. Okay, and then she launches away, she just flies away on her own towards the sky, towards the infinite sky, and again the Lebanon tree subsides to empty. Again the Lebanon tree becomes lonely, because it is the arrival of the bird goldfinch that brings life to the tree. Okay, but now that she has flown away on her own towards the infinite sky, therefore Lebanon tree again um, comes to or the Lebanon tree becomes again empty, or the Lebanon tree reverts back to its earlier thing. Okay, emptiness, because the goldfinch bird has already flown on her own towards the infinite sky. So key points, as you can see here, the bird, after having excited the Lebanon tree to action and thrill, flies away with a mysterious delicate whistle towards the infinite sky. Towards the infinite sky, the bird flies away. The tree becomes very silent and empty with the departure of the goldfinch bird. So when the goldfinch bird departs, the tree again becomes very silent and empty. Okay, so here some poetic mm, 1510. This is 1510, 15:6. This is of what? Okay, these are all old message actually. Okay, so dear students, some poetic devices are also given here. Simile, sleek as a lizard. Goldfinch has been compared with a lizard here. Then alliteration, September sunlight. You see S is repeated here. S. And alert and abrupt. See, repetition of A. Then tree trembles, repetition of sound. Whistle, chirrup, whispering, W repetition. Then metaphor is a machine starts up. The tree has been referred to as a machine, is the engine of our family. The goldfinch is the engine here. Our bird face identity mask. The shadow on the bird's face is compared to an identity mask. Personification, the whole tree trembles and thrills. Okay, and these are some NCERT solution. So you can go through this explanation part once again at your leisure time. Okay. Uh, that's all, dear students, for the day. We have come to the end of this lecture. So day after tomorrow I shall teach you another poem, and in the meantime, if you have any queries regarding any chapter, you can always text me. Okay, so bye bye, take care and have a nice day.